All right, so it's day one of the Level Up 108 program. Super pumped. You want to say hi, Lauren?
Hi guys, excited to be here with you.
So you want to make sure that you go ahead and pull up your Interdimension TV account, because we want to start the video at the same time. So make sure you log in. Going to give you a quick, I don't know, 20-30 seconds to log in so we can get started here. So go ahead and log in, and then while you're logging in, I'm going to talk to Lauren. How'd you sleep last night?
I slept okay.
Did you?
Yeah, I woke up at 2 o'clock.
You did?
Yeah, I was up for a while.
Yeah, and you went back to sleep?
I went back to sleep. How'd you sleep?
I woke up a lot. Like, I had a lot of dreams. I think I was super excited about today.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's waking up a lot. So plus it's early. It's 5 a.m.
It's still dark here.
It's 5 a.m. here on the West Coast. Well, not now. Now it's 6 a.m. All right. So hopefully you have your cross-train video ready to go. We'll do a quick countdown, and then we'll get this Level Up 108 day party started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Click play. Enjoy your practice. All right, welcome to Level Up Cross Train. Let's go ahead and get started in Child's Pose. So just bring your big toes together, let your knees open out towards the outer edges of the mat, let your forehead rest down either onto your yoga mat, or you can always slide a block to go underneath the forehead as well. And we'll just take a couple of minutes here to really just settle. So a little bit of calm before the storm, before we start to move our bodies. And before we get into a practice that will challenge our balance, our strength, our flexibility, and our stamina. Now in a few moments, I'm going to repeat some phrases. And I'm going to ask you silently repeat that inside of your mind. These are called the 5 to Thrive Level Up commitments. We've talked about this in the introduction, and just good to come back in and just revisit. So number 1, I embrace the challenges. Just repeat that once or twice inside of your mind. I embrace the challenges. Good. Number 2, I focus on effort and never the outcome or the end result. I focus on effort and never the end result. Number 3, I'm at peace with imperfection. I'm at peace with imperfection. Number 4, I know anything is possible when I put my mind to it. I know anything is possible when I put my mind to it. And lastly, number 5, I'm going to enjoy the journey. 108 days, I'm going to enjoy the journey. I'm going to milk every moment of this program. You guys. And then lastly, if there's an intention that really feels customized to you, feel free to bring that to your practice as well. What inspired you to do this 108-day Level Up program? Why are you here? What do you want to strengthen? What do you want to reinforce? What's meaningful to you? Get clear. Be specific, because as Ralph Waldo Emerson says, when you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. The more clear you are with the universe, the more clear the universe will be with you. So we've set these intentions, we planted those seeds, And now we begin to hook into the foundation of the practice, the breath. So start to draw those inhales all the way down to the bottoms of your lungs. And then complement those deep inhales with those long, smooth, thorough exhales. And notice that as you begin to shape your breath, you also shape your mind. Steady breath equates to a steady mind. And so much of this practice revolves around your ability to move through adversity with calmness, serenity, and equanimity. So in those inevitable challenges, just keep that breath going. Keep that breath steady. If you fall out of pose, keep breathing. You're struggling, keep breathing. Because as long as you have the breath, you have the yoga. Everything else is the icing on top of the cake. Now in a few moments, we're going to kick this class into gear, but if at any point you want to take a break, just come back here to child's pose. This pose is always here for you. It's like a safety net to catch you if you need to fall. So with that breath and that flow, and with that mind deep in that yoga zone, let's go ahead and start to build the momentum by shifting all the way up to all fours tabletop position. Stacking both shoulders right over top those wrists. Set the knees beneath the hips. Spread wide to those fingertips. And then go ahead and float your left leg off the ground parallel to the floor. Extend your right arm straight out in front of you. Just coming into a nice kind of casual beginning. So this pose is giving you a little taste of some of the things coming down the road. Got a little balance, a little strength, a little traction, a little bit of length. And then all of that supported by that consistency and continuity of the breath. With your left arm strong and those extended limbs radiating out long, take one last big inhale, pull it out, lift it up. And then exhale, set it down, soft landing. And then go ahead and switch sides. So lift your right leg up, extend your left arm straight out in front of you. Give that back foot a nice flex. And notice all 5 right toes turning down towards the ground. Even your right little toes, so that your right hip is even with that left hip. You got that good neutral rotation. Spiral that inner left bicep up to the sky. Take one last inhale, pull it out, lift it up. And exhale, set it down, tabletop pose. Now step back to plank pose, upward push-up position. Take a couple of breaths as you drive back to those heels, you firm those thighs, you engage the core, you extend the heart out a little bit more, and you cultivate that good straight arm scapular strength, which is going to come in very, very handy in your handstands. From here, shift forward onto the tips of the toes, take a goodbye inhale there, and then exhale, lower slow with muscle all the way down, down, down onto the ground, right onto your belly. Keep the hands as is, release the tops of the feet, extend back to your toes, and then baby cobra, inhale, gently draw the chest up, and exhale, float it all down. 4 more like that. Inhale, chest glides off your mat, and then exhale, chest floats back down. 3 more times. Inhale, rise, not too high, not too low, just right. And exhale, lower down with that focused mind. 2 to go. Inhale, rise up, chest a little high, shoulders a little low. And exhale, lower down. 1 to go. Now from here, inhale, rise up for your 5th cobra. We're going to hold it at the top. Take a couple of extra breaths. Draw your elbows into the ribs. And then take your collarbones, spread those apart as if your collarbones are smiling. And then see if you can also allow your mouth to smile a little bit, because it's only yoga, right? This doesn't have to be too serious. Let's have a little fun over these 108 days. Why don't we? Take one last inhale, lift up a little more. And then down dog exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, and drop the head. And welcome to your first down dog in this practice. And welcome to everything that you're feeling. Even if you're feeling tightness or sluggishness, or maybe it was difficult to get on your mat today. I know for myself, I experienced that too. But the important thing is you showed up. Sometimes that's the hardest part, is showing up. And now you're here, starting to breathe, starting to move the body. And because of that, You just feel that gratitude. You took some time to take care of yourself. So with those hands on the ground a little bit wider than the shoulders, those fingers fanning out wide, those hips high, those heels low, the head dangling free, that breath and that flow. Take a goodbye inhale, press those hips back. And then exhale, lightly walk both feet forward all the way to the top of the mat. Spread the feet out about the width of the hips. And then first flat back, slide the hands up to the shins, right beneath the knees. And then allow your heart to extend out away from your lower back so that spine is long. And ever so slightly, you're tucking that chin in so your neck is long as well. You find a focal point beneath the eyes. You fixate your eyes at that point. Steady eyes, steady mind, steady breaths, steady movements. Steadiness is in the name of the game. Go ahead, take one last inhale. Extend that heart out a little bit further. And then exhale, forward fold, let it all go. Put a little bend into the knees, soften the backs of the legs. Shift the hands all the way up to the hips. Press down to the bottoms of the feet. And then with the long flat back on an inhale, go ahead and rise and fly both arms all the way up to the sky. And then both hands back to prayer position in front of your chest, in front of your heart. Take a moment, close your eyes as you officially land and arrive into the beginning of this cross-train flow. Good. From here, blink the eyes open, circle those arms up to the sky. On the inhale, grow long, reach tall. And forward fold, exhale, flow it all the way over and down. Flat back inhale, either hands to shins or on the floor, you choose. Step back to plank pose. Go ahead and lower down. Same exhale, breathing out. Cobra on the inhale, chest up, shoulders slide down the back. And then down dog, exhale, tuck those toes. Use those abdominals to draw the hips up and back. And you'll notice the warmer your body gets, the looser it becomes. And on some level, every down dog that you do, it just feels better and better, sweeter and sweeter. But it takes a little time to warm the body up. It takes a little time to dissolve those layers of stagnation and tension away, especially if you're practicing first thing in the morning. So I invite you to kick back, just allow your yoga practice to do what it knows how to do. Get out of the way of yourself, just let your yoga do its thing. From here, take an inhale, drive back through the hips as we begin to flow. And exhale, walk or jump both feet lightly to the top of the mat. Flat back, inhale, spine reaches out. And forward fold, exhale. Circle those arms up to the sky. Inhale, upward salute. And then exhale, hands to prayer, just bringing it back to center. Beautiful. Circle those arms up on the inhale, reach. And then forward fold, exhale, drape the chest right on top of the knees. Flat back inhale, draw that heart out. And then step or jump back, lower down, same exhale, breathing out. Cobra on the inhale, open the chest. And then down dog, exhale, lift those hips and drop that head. You just take it one breath at a time, one yoga pose at a time, one moment at a time. Before you know it, this whole class is going to be the rear view mirror. Can you suck the juice out of every moment that you got? Because this is time solely devoted to you. This is an investment to your own health and your own well-being. And we all know you can't give to others what you don't have to give. So let's keep recharging, refilling this energetic cup. Take an inhale, press back, tops of the thighs. And then exhale, walk, jump, or fly, top of the mat. Flat back, inhale, sternum out. Forward fold, exhale, let it go. Circle those arms up, inhale, press to lift. And then exhale, hands to prayer position. Good. Arms up on the inhale, feel those feet driving down. And forward fold like you're sailing with the wind of the breath. Flat back, draw that wind deep and low. Step or jump back, lower down, pure upper body muscle. Cobra inhale till it feels incredible. And exhale back, downward facing dog. That feels good for those. Let's go ahead and move on from there because we do have a lot of ground to cover. So from down dog, inhale, shift forward, upper push-up plank. And then chaturanga, exhale, lower down. Maybe you hover above the mat. Upward dog, inhale, scoop your chest up. And then down dog, exhale, drive both hips back. 2 more like that. Inhale, forward to plank. And then chaturanga, exhale, strong core. Upward dog, inhale, arch that back. And then down dog, exhale, hips glide back. 1 more time. Inhale, forward with that breath. Chaturanga, elbows in. Upward dog, inhale, sweep backward bend. And exhale back, down dog. Hold there, take a big inhale through the nose. And then side out the mouth, let it go. Good. So if you're practicing at home, those sighs, you can just sigh out with sound or without sound, but just a good way to release any built up stress. Take a big inhale, drive back, sink into that body. And then exhale, walk or jump, both feet top of your mat. Flat back inhale, elongate. And then forward fold, torso drapes. Circle those arms up to the sky on the inhale. And then hands to prayer position on the exhale. Hold there. And then we'll lean into the right foot. We'll set up for tree. So lift your left foot up. And you'll just place your left foot right there to that inner right leg, right thigh. And then feel the sole of that right foot anchor in towards that inner left thigh. And as that right leg drives down, take both arms up to the sky, tree pose. But check this out. Drop your right arm down. Bring first 2 fingers, right hand and left hand together. Take an inhale, lift up through that left arm. And just a little lean over to the right. Just a sweet, easy lean. You lean as much as you want. We call it the leaning tree pose. Good. Both arms up to the sky and then hands to prayer. Lower slow, left foot back down to the ground. Nice. Second side, lean into that left foot. And then lift that right foot all the way up towards that inner left thigh. And there's no rush, right? No hurries, no worries. So feel the sole of that right foot anchoring towards that inner left thigh. Root down to that bottom left leg. And when you're ready, grow those branches, arms to the sky. Good. Now this side, drop your left arm down. First 2 fingers together, both hands. We call that a mudra. Take an inhale, lift, and then lean to the left on that exhale. So you want to use that gaze. You're finding that focal point to steady your eyes at. And that's going to enhance your stability. Awesome, you guys. Left arm up on the inhale. And then both hands to prayer. Lower slow. That right foot down onto the ground. Beautiful. Now from here, bend the knees, take a seat. Let's come into chair pose. Reach those arms all the way up. Spread those hands out a little bit wider than shoulders. Open those fingers wide. Get heavy in the heels, light in the toes. Get active in the glutes. Get light in those knees. Take one last inhale. Lift up through those fingertips. And then forward fold, exhale, let it all go. Flat back, inhale. Step or jump back, lower down, vinyasa, exhale. Cobra, upward dog, inhale. And then downward dog, exhale. From here, float the right leg up, inhale. And then bring the right knee to the belly. On the exhale, shoulders above the wrists. Good. Drive that right leg back on the inhale. And then flow it forward, top of the mat on the exhale, runner's lunge. Stay on the back toes. And then crescent pose. Take both arms and reach those all the way up to the sky. And imagine that your lower body is like the base of a big, heavy, golden statue. So you feel that rapport into the floor. You feel that stability in your lower body. And from that stability, take one last inhale. Reach up to the arms, maybe lean back and look up. And then vinyasa, get out of dodge and lower all the way down. Cobra up dog. Inhale, it's a massage. And exhale back, downward facing dog. Good. Other side, left leg up. Inhale, lift. To the belly, exhale, engage that core. Press that left leg back, inhale. And then top of the mat on the exhale. When you're ready, at your leisure, just rise up. Crescent pose on the other side. Can you bend that left knee right above that left heel? Can you put a little micro bend into that back right knee? Good. Can you take that outer right hip? Can you draw that forward towards the front? Good. So that inner right thigh spirals back. Can you allow those trap muscles to just relax? Soften your neck so it's long, relaxed, and elegant. Take one last inhale. Lift up with brilliance. And then exhale, vinyasa all the way down. Elbows in, weight forward. Cobra, up dog, inhale, arch. And then downward facing dog. Exhale, breathe. All right, you guys, that energy is starting to build, and we're going to kick it into another gear. So second warm-up series, one breath, one movement, and we'll start to elevate the heart rate so you create a little bit of that yoga cardio effect. From here, let's flow. Inhale, press the hips back. Exhale, walk or fly, top of that mat. Flat back, inhale, spine out. Forward fold, exhale, bend the knees and squat. Chair pose, inhale, lift up and reach. Forward fold, exhale, dive and release. Flat back, inhale, spine out. Step or jump back, lower down, vinyasa. Cobra, up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Lift that right leg up, inhale. Bring it to the belly, exhale, touch. Pull it back, inhale. And then top of that mat, exhale. Crescent pose, inhale, both arms reach to the sky. And then vinyasa, lower all the way down with that steady, calm mind. Cobra, inhale, pump that blood into the back. Exhale, downward dog. Now left leg up, inhale, lift. To the belly, exhale, touch. Pull it back, inhale. Top of the mat, exhale. Crescent pose, inhale, flow it all the way up. And then vinyasa all the way down with strength and muscle and support. Cobra, inhale, open wide. Exhale, downward dog. Let's keep it moving. Inhale, press the hips back. Exhale, walk or jump, top of that mat. Flat back, inhale, get a little length. Forward fold, exhale, squat deep. Chair pose, inhale, arms up, fingers spread. Forward fold, drop that head. Flat back, pull that air deep as it'll go. Step or jump back, lower down with control. Good, inhale, remember you're milking every movement. And then down dog, exhale, right leg up, inhale, lift. To the belly, feel that power in the core. Press it back, inhale for length. Flow it forward, exhale for depth. Crescent pose, inhale, now lift for height. And then exhale, vinyasa, lower down and enjoy the ride. Good, inhale, even if you have to fake it till you make it. Exhale back, downward dog. Left leg up, inhale. To the belly, exhale. Extend it back, inhale. Top of that mat, exhale. Crescent pose, inhale, rise, light and free. And then vinyasa all the way down, easily. Good, inhale, spread wide as can be. And then down dog, exhale, last round. Inhale, press back. Exhale, walk or jump, top of that mat. Flat back, inhale, sternum out. Forward fold, exhale, sit back. Inhale, chair pose, feel those glutes engaged. Forward fold, cascade. Flat back, inhale, separate the vertebra. Exhale, step or jump back and lower steady. Good, inhale, bend compassionately. Exhale, down dog, you got it. Right leg up, inhale. To the abdominals, exhale. Press it back, inhale. Top of that mat, exhale. Now Crescent Pose, inhale, rise up. Belly on the right thigh, arms sweep back. Exhale this time. Good, inhale, lift up, Crescent, sweep. Exhale, sweep it behind. Good. 3 more times. Inhale, I rise and I shine. Exhale, chest on thigh. 2 more times. Inhale, lift with levity. Exhale, arms back consciously. Now inhale, come up. Pause at the top. Bring the hands behind the back and interlace your fingers. Now draw those knuckles back, but lift your chest a little tall. Good, drop your right thigh a little low. Keep your mind deep in that yoga zone. Now with your fingers interlaced, start to lean forward on an inhale, and then shift up, take flight on an exhale. Shift up onto that right foot, right leg, and take flight. You see this Levelup 108 program? It's all about taking flight. Taking flight within your body, your mind, your life. So let's soar a little bit. Good, but can you do that without sacrificing your breath? Now keeping your fingers interlaced, start to lower your forehead down towards your right knee, right shin to any degree that suits you. Good, we call this floating splits. And chances are, you might fall. In fact, I kind of hope you fall. Because if you fall, you'll learn from the fall. And when you fall consciously, you're falling forward, not backwards. Take one last inhale, goodbye. Set both hands to the ground, but keep your left leg in the sky. Woo, good. Welcome to the standing splits. Feels good after all that, doesn't it? Good. Now a couple of options here in the split. Some of you may want to do some hop-ups into a handstand. So especially if you've been working that handstand workshop video that we have, now's a good time. Put it to the test. Some of you may be feeling like, God, this is too much, I want to back off. Put a block underneath your hands and melt it out. This program isn't about stupidity, it's about longevity. So find the variation of poses that feels right to you. Now wherever you're at, take one last inhale, lift that left leg up a little more. Set the left foot next to the right, top of the mat. Flat back, inhale. Nice sound effects after that one. Forward fold, exhale, bend the knees. Good, inhale, chair pose, lift and reach. Forward fold, exhale, let it go. Good, flat back, inhale, spine out. Step back to plank pose, pause here. You guys are gonna love what's coming next. Now we got 6 yogi style push-ups. 6 yogi push-ups. You can drop your knees down and modify if you want. You can even skip them if you want. If you're with us, lower chaturanga, inhale. Press up, plank pose, exhale, 1. Good, inhale, drop down. And exhale, rise up. Good, 3 more. Inhale, drop low. Exhale, a lot more to go. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, almost lost count. 2 to go. Good, inhale, drop it. And exhale, press it. Last one, inhale, drop. And exhale, rise. Good. Now hold there, take an inhale plank. Chaturanga, lower without collapsing. Good, inhale, cobra, up dog. Look at Linda, she's smiling. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg up, inhale. Flow it, top of the mat, exhale. Crescent pose, inhale, rise. Lift both arms to the sky. Chest on left thigh, sweep both arms behind. Good, inhale, rise, number 2. Exhale in that yoga groove. Inhale, sweat starting to flow. Exhale, chest on thigh, 2 to go. Inhale, let the breath lead the way. Exhale, moving with its rhythm. Now inhale, come up, hold at the top. Bring the hands behind the back, interlace, and find your poise within the pose. Be the still point in the turning of the world. The turning of the poses, sensations, thoughts, feelings, it's all turning. And there you are, the center point of it all, that equanimous mind. Start to lean forward on an inhale, shift up and take flight on the exhale. And how about within a dynamic second warm-up series flow, we just challenge the balance a little bit. Because balance demands your presence, your focus, your concentration. So you can't be thinking about all the things that are stressing you out in life right now until the instructor just reminded you. Sorry about that. Now from here, start to lower your forehead down towards your left shin to any degree that suits you. You may come down 1 inch, you may come down 1 foot. You do it to your own degree. And remember, if you fall, remember I embrace the challenge. Take one last inhale there. Set both hands down. Keep the right leg in the air. Good. Now, feel free to hop up into handstands, just little hops. Feel free to slide the block underneath the hands if you want less. You could grab the back of your left foot with one or both hands. What feels right for you? Trust your wisdom. Trust your intuition. Trust that inner teacher. Take one last inhale, right leg up. Set it next to the left foot, top of the mat. Woo! Flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale, bend the knees. Chair pose, inhale, arms up. They give us buns of steel. Forward fold, exhale, let it go. Flat back, inhale, spine out. Step to plank pose, pause there. As we now set up for 6 more yogi-style push-ups. Can you contain your excitement for these? Let's get it done. Inhale, drop down chaturanga. Exhale, push-up plank. Good. Inhale, lower it. Exhale, press it. Inhale, you got these. Exhale, anything's possible. Inhale, number 4. Exhale, strong core. Inhale, last 2. Exhale, 1 to do. Inhale, drop. Exhale, press. Hold there. Take it. Inhale, goodbye. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra, up dog, inhale. And then down dog, exhale. Take a huge inhale through the nose. And then out the mouth, let it go. Oh, this yoga stuff is hard work, isn't it? But you know, the greater the challenge, the greater the reward. Which is why the first 5 to thrive is I embrace the challenge because I'm here to grow. Now from here, right leg up, inhale, lift. Top of the mat, exhale, runner's lunge. Crescent pose, inhale, rise all the way up. And then let's warrior 2. Spin the back foot flat, left arm behind, right arm straight out front. As you line your right heel up with your back inner left arch. As you sit that groin deep, and as you lift that chest tall as can be, and as you radiate those arms out, away from that midline, and there's that piercing focus, there's that piercing concentration. I'm so dialed into my yoga that everything else fades away. Now flip that right palm to the sky, put that warrior into reverse, just rest lightly left hand on that back outer left leg. Keep that right knee bending right above that right heel. Good, and just stretch long to the whole entire right side of that torso. Take advantage of that warmth that you're creating. Take a goodbye inhale, stretch it back, and then back to warrior 2. Good, now from here, drop the right hand down on the inside of your right foot, and feel free to use a block here if you want. You can either bring the hand all the way down to the ground, or you can grab the block, just find the right height for you, and just place the hand on top of the block. So we always want to maintain integrity, which means that the joint is balanced and even on all sides. Otherwise we get impingement, and this is how we get injured. Remember, yoga should always be healing. It's about longevity. Now take a goodbye inhale there and straighten your right knee, right leg, triangle pose. Now you may want to place the right hand on top of your right shin, your right foot, or even shift the block to maybe the outside of the right foot. The important thing here is that your spine is right above your right leg, so allow your torso to hover above that right leg. The right hand pushes down, left arm radiates up, and then you drop those bottom right ribs down. Your gaze can be wherever it feels right. You can look up, you can look down, you can look straight off to the side. Now open up that left chest as you inhale, And then extend that left arm forward as you exhale. So extend the triangle. Now some of you may be saying right now, Travis, I got the energy, man. What else you got? And my reply to you would be, lift your right arm up. So you do a little double arm reach, and that just brings a little bit more voltage into the pose. But again, it's totally up to you. This is your body, your yoga practice. You pick the degree of intensity that works for you. Now from here, right hand down, left arm to the sky, inhale. Place the left hand on top of that left hip, exhale. Turn the gaze down and look about 12 to 14 inches in front of that right foot. For all of our friends out there outside the US, that's about 20 centimeters, I'm told. So just look about that distance out there. Start to bend that front right knee on an inhale. And then shift up, half moon balancing pose on the exhale. So come up onto that right foot. Feel free to use a block if you like. And then once you find the balance, take the left arm and reach to the sky. And imagine that you're leaning up against a wall on your right side. Good. Now still breathe in deep. If you like, start to bend your left foot in. Reach back with your left hand and grab that left foot. So you come into what we call Chapasana. And this Chapasana just gives us a great, huge hip stretch. The heart extending forward and out, that left chest peeling back. And Linda here just breathing to open up the largest joint in her body, her hip. Good, if you're in Chapasana half moon, left leg back, left arm to the sky. Now slow-mo, put a little bend into that bottom right knee. Float step back to warrior two, stick that landing. Reverse the warrior, inhale up and back. And then cartwheel both hands down to the mat. Pause when you touch the ground. Pivot onto that left foot, inhale. Step the left foot forward, top of the mat, exhale. Now flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale, bend the knees and squat. Chair pose, inhale, both arms up. And then hands to prayer in front of the heart. Take your left elbow to the outer right knee. And then add the twist. But notice both knees even with each other. You might notice the left knee sticking out further than the right. Now if you want to deepen the twist, you could drop your left hand down on the outside of your right foot. You could reach that right arm to the sky. You could even come into a bind, where you reach the right hand behind the back, you reach out that left arm underneath that hamstring. And again, you're just finding the variation that feels right for you. Now wherever you're at, just give it one last squeeze. And then chair pose, inhale, both arms up. And then forward fold, exhale, let it go. Nice, flat back inhale. Step back to plank, pause there, upward push up. Both feet together, spin onto the outer edge of the right foot, stack the left foot on top, and then lean into that strong right arm, and lift that left arm to the sky. Now if you'd like to progress further than this, if you'd like to level up this side plank, go ahead and lift your left foot up about 2 feet, hovering it there. If you want to go deeper, bend your left foot in, reach back and grab your left foot with your left hand. So you did this from the half moon variation, same deal. You're grabbing that back foot here just like Danielle. She's rooting strong into that right hand. She's extending out through that heart. Let's double check to make sure she's still smiling. Now she's laughing. Good. Left arm, left leg up, inhale. Set the left hand down to the ground. Take a goodbye inhale plank. Chaturanga, exhale, lower. Cobra, up dog, inhale. And then downward facing dog, exhale. Woo! Another beautiful, impeccable, glorious, magnificent day on the Level Up 108. Good, left leg lifts up, inhale. Top of that mat, exhale. Crescent pose, inhale, rise, strong foundation. And then warrior two, turn and spread. Now naturally, as you challenge your comfort zone, you're gonna bump up against fear. You're gonna come up against these edges. You're gonna have doubt. voice of resistance. You're going to have all sorts of things that may try and hold you back. This program is about invoking courage. As the Persian poet Hafiz says, fear is the cheapest room in the house. I'd like to see you living in better conditions. So let's break out of this little small closet that we're in where we're stifling our power, and let's reclaim this palatial palace of what we're born with. Greatness, magnificence. Flip that left palm up, put that warrior into reverse. Life isn't about playing small, it's about playing big. And the bigger we play, the more we grow. And the more we grow, the more we can give. And the more we are growing and giving, that's the secret to living. Now we're living with joy, health, and happiness. Take one last inhale, deepen what you got, and then back to warrior two. Good. Now left hand down inside of that left foot, either onto your block or all the way to the ground. Side angle pose. Spread those arms, still strong through the outer blade of that back foot. And can you increase your wingspan where you're driving down through your left hand and you're pulling up to that right arm? Good. Take one last inhale, goodbye. Straighten that left knee, left thigh. Oh, good. So now you disengage the quadricep. Now you stretch and you lengthen the hamstring and the posterior chain of that left leg. And this is the beauty of yoga. It's how it touches the whole terrain of the body. Now open up the right chest. Extend the right arm forward and out. Extend that triangle pose. And if you feel like you want a little bit more, take that left arm and extend that up and out. Take those right ribs and barrel those open to the sky. Good. Stay strong in those feet. Reach out a little bit further. Good. Now left hand down. Right arm up. Inhale. Place the right hand to right waist. Exhale. Turn your gaze down. See your target. When you're ready, bend your front knee. And then distribute your weight all the way up towards the top of that mat. But notice you didn't hold your breath. Now when you're ready, take that right arm and reach it up. Flex that back foot and imagine you're driving your heel through a wall. Good, get strong, get long. Now if you want more, bend that back foot in, reach back with your right hand, Chapasana variation. Sometimes you're reaching back there and you're like, where are you, foot? And it's just an inch away, and then you find it, and then you're golden, and then you allow that right hip to open, breathe into that hip, you allow the muscles in that hip to have a big yawn. Beautiful, you guys. If you got that back foot, half moon, right leg back, right arm up, slow-mo with control, you're gonna float step all the way back to warrior two, soft landing. Nice. Reverse the warrior, inhale. Cartwheel both arms down, pause when you touch. Spin on the right toes, inhale. Step the right foot forward, top of the mat, exhale. Flat back, inhale. And then forward fold, exhale, squat. Chair pose, inhale, arms up. And then hands to prayer, take the right elbow to the outer left knee, left thigh. And use that right elbow like a hook. With each inhale, you grow that spine a little bit longer. With each exhale, you turn into that twist a little deeper. But it's not your ego. It's not an agenda to go deeper. It's the wisdom, the intelligence of your breath that's taking you deeper and deeper and deeper into that pose. Good. If you want to drop that right arm down, go ahead. Lift that left arm up. Maybe a little bind as you wring that body out. One last squeeze there. Chair pose, inhale, arms into the air, and then forward fold, let it go. Flat back, inhale, pull in low. Step back to plank, pause there, upper push-up. Feet together, we're gonna lengthen the tailbone back on the heels, and then swivel onto the outer blade of the left foot, so side plank. Now as you lean into that left hand, wrap the outer left shoulder back as you spiral that inner left elbow forward. Good. If you want to add on, go ahead and lift that right foot up a couple of feet. Maybe bend that right foot in, reach back, grab that right foot. And that's a nice strong variation for those of you that feel inspired. Breathe in that flow. Face soft. Feel that pose starting to come to its crest. Take one last inhale, right leg, right arm up. Set the right hand down to the ground. Take one inhale, plank. Lower slow all the way onto your belly, and then pause there. Extend your arms straight behind you, and then Locust Pose. Lift your chest, lift your legs, lift your head, and lift your feet. Now as you come into this pose, just make sure you're not cranking your head back. So keep your chin slightly tucked down so your neck, your cervical spine is nice and long. Good. Now keeping that, extend both arms straight out in front of you. So now we come into superhero for 5. Extend out for 4. Keep breathing for 3. Stay calm for 2. Now one last inhale, pull it out, lift it up. And exhale, set the hands down next to the ribs. Cobra position. Cobra on the inhale, chest up, shoulders back. And then down dog, exhale. Now let's finish our standing poses with a warrior dance. Here we go. Inhale, right leg up. And exhale, right top of the mat. Crescent pose, inhale, rise up. And then warrior 2, exhale, turn and spread. Reverse that warrior, inhale, come back. Extend that side angle, right arm down, left arm forward and out. Come back to reverse on that inhale. And then vinyasa, windmill those arms and lower all the way down. Good. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, down dog. Lift the left leg up. Inhale. Top of that mat, exhale. Crescent pose, strong foundation. Good. Warrior 2, feel that circulation. Reverse that warrior. Inhale, stretch back. Extended side angle, reach that right arm out. Come back up, inhale, put it into reverse. And then exhale, windmill, and then cartwheel all the way down with finesse. Huge inhale, spread that chest. Exhale, down dog, cycle 2. Right leg up, inhale. Top of that mat, exhale. Crescent pose, inhale, rise. And then warrior 2, get it set. Good. Reverse that warrior, inhale. Extend that side angle, left arm forward, exhale. Come back up to reverse, strong right foot. And then vinyasa all the way down. As you lower, the weight stays forward. Now cobra, inhale, open wide. Down dog, second side. Left leg up, inhale. Top of the mat, exhale. It's cross straight, baby. Inhale, rise, lift those arms up. Warrior 2, turn and stick it. Now reverse it on the inhale. And then reach it all the way out to the front, exhale. Come back up to reverse on the inhale with grace. And then lower, exhale all the way down with a smile on your face. Cobra, inhale. Down dog, exhale, last round. Right leg up, inhale. Flow it deep, exhale. Inhale, rise and lift. Exhale, spread for courage. Good, inhale, bring it back. Exhale, reach it forward beyond your mat. Come back up, inhale, sweet flow. Exhale, lower down with soul. Good, inhale like an athletic moving meditation. Exhale, down dog, left leg up, almost there. Exhale, flow it through. Inhale, rise, steady and smooth. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, reach that right arm out. Now finally, inhale, come all the way back. Exhale, lower all the way down towards your yoga mat. Huge inhale, pull it deep as it'll go. Exhale, you made it, no more to go. Woo! Good job, you guys. Good job. Last down dog of the class. Take a nice big inhale, stretch everything back, and then relax your knees down to your yoga mat. Crawl your knees forward about maybe 3/4 up your yoga mat, and then bring your knees together. Open your feet out wider than your hips, and then sit down either onto a yoga block or all the way down onto your mat. So you're coming into the hero's pose. Come back to that breath. And if your knees feel like maybe they could use a little deeper touch, option to lean back onto your hands, your forearms, your elbows, or maybe all the way onto the back, but it's very, very personal. So think about these poses like dosages of medicine. And one person's medicine might be toxic to another person, which is why we always remember never to compare, never to compete. We're all different and we're all unique. And yoga celebrates our diversity. It's the opposite of a one-size-fits-all approach. So I find my place, and I just compliment all those standing poses that I just did. Nice, you guys. If you're leaning back, just begin the process slowly, coming all the way back up. As you get up, go ahead and stand all the way up on top of your two knees. Tuck the toes underneath, lift the heels off the ground, bring your hands to your hips. Position your hips right above your knees. And then take the right arm, reach it up to the sky on the inhale. And then reverse circle it right on top of your right heel as you exhale. And then left arm up on the inhale. And reverse that on top of the left heel as you exhale, modified Camel pose. Take about 5 or so breaths, keeping your hips right above your knees. Tailbone lengthening down towards the ground, long in that lower back. Just making sure that you're not allowing your head to fall all the way to let the chin slightly tuck in. Yeah, so your neck stays long. Beautiful. Take one last inhale, and then exhale, come all the way back up. Bring your hands up to your hips. Release the tops of the feet. Circle your arms up to the sky on the inhale. Then both hands to the ground on the exhale. Cross your feet behind you. Release onto your sit bones. And then bring the bottoms of the soles of your feet together so the toes are forward, heels are in, knees are out. As you draw the feet in towards the body. And then on an inhale, lift your chest up nice and tall. And then exhale, just fold down to your own degree, butterfly pose. So we're absolutely here, you know, every time we get here on Levelup, every day of the 108, we're here to grow. We're here to challenge ourselves, but I love this expression, the Zen tradition that says, you're perfect just the way that you are, and yet there's still room for improvement. That although we might have these goals and these ambitions and these dreams and these desires, which is great, it's always good to be growing, but to also acknowledge where we're at right here, right now, even our imperfections. You know, and we see that within these Navajo rugs where they weave the imperfections into the rug, and they don't try to hide it or deny it, but they actually embrace it. Same thing within some forms of Japanese pottery. They allow there to be imperfections in the pottery because that's part of the human experience. So I'm perfect just the way that I am, and yet there's still room for improvement. From here, ease your way all the way back up. Bring your hands to your outer knees, close your knees together, extend both legs straight out in front of you. And then reach both arms all the way up to the sky on the inhale. Seated forward bend on the exhale, just melt all the way over and down. Allowing yourself the gift of a good 10 or 12 long, slow, deep breaths here, just to stretch the whole entire backside of your body. Nice, you guys. Go ahead and slowly ease your way all the way back up and release all the way down onto your back, all the way down onto your mat. As you get onto your back, just reach the hands forward, grab your shins, draw both knees, both thighs into the belly, and then bring both feet flat on the ground about the width of the hips, setting up for a bridge pose. So draw your heels in toward your sit bones, press down to the bottoms of the feet, lift your hips off the ground. Go ahead and tuck both shoulders underneath the upper back. Get your hands set, whether you want to interlace or grab the ankles, whatever feels right. And then just breathe down into the belly, just meditating on the rise and the fall, that expansion and that contraction. And again, just being that still point in the turning of the world. If this feels spot on, you can stay here. If you'd like to move into a deeper backward bend, upward bow is a possibility. So just reshift the hands back by the ears, fingers face forward, get a good grip. And when you're ready, press up, upward bow pose, just making sure that you spiral those inner thighs towards each other so that you mitigate any unnecessary compression in that lower back. And then either bridge or upward bow, if you'd like a little bit more, come up onto the tips of the toes. Take a final climactic inhale and exhale, lower slowly all the way down onto the ground. Reach your hands forward, grab your shins, draw your knees in, take a deep and healing inhale through the nose, and then out the mouth, let it go. Good. Place the right ankle on top of that left knee, left thigh. Slip the right arm through the legs. Both hands will either grab the left hamstring or the left shin. Flex your right foot, and just draw your left thigh down towards the belly as you wrap that outer right hip forward, giving that hip joint a little bit more love. The great motivational teacher, speaker Jim Rohn used to say, take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. This body, this is your real home. This is it. Now keep the legs as is, but unthread the right arm. Extend that right arm out to the right. Wrap your right leg right over top the left leg. And then we'll take it into a twist. So both knees twist to the left. And you might want to place your left hand on that outer right knee. Good. Go ahead and bring both knees all the way back up to neutral. Unwrap your legs, grab your shins, draw your knees and thighs back into your belly. And then left ankle right on top of the right knee, right thigh. Slip the left arm down through those legs. Get those hands set. And then just give your left hip that nice little touch. So in the Zen tradition, they say there's only two things. You sit, and then you sweep the garden. So the sit is symbolic of our yoga practice. Every time we get onto our mat, that's the seat. And the tending the garden is really a metaphor for tending to the worldly affairs of life, running errands, going to work, taking care of our family, our relationships. And when we forget to sit, then tending to the garden, tending to our worldly affairs, it suffers greatly. So it's very important. Every day you're getting onto your mat, 108 days, level up, level up, level up. You stay consistent. And then you'll watch everything else within your life really flourish. From here, unthread that left arm, extend it out to the left, wrap the left leg over top the right, and then allow the knees to drape all the way over to the right side, coming into that last twist. And of course, we always have choice. Either we're planting seeds or we're growing weeds. Things that we feed become stronger, and the things that we neglect and starve, they become weaker. So throughout this journey together, let's feed those things that are important to you. Let's plant some really, really good seeds, and let's grow a magnificent garden over this time that we have together. And let's eradicate, pull out those weeds that are no longer serving in a positive way, because life is way too short to not be aligned with the things that really matter. Both knees all the way back up to neutral, and wrap the legs, wrap the shins, draw those knees, those thighs in. And finally take a last inhale, curl the forehead up to the knees, give everything one last big squeeze. And then exhale, Shavasana, release, relax all the way down onto your back. And this pose comes well-deserved, well-earned. Take these last couple of minutes here to just melt into stillness. Deep relaxation. Shavasana. Everybody from here, nice and easily. Feel yourself just coming back into your body. Those of you that are practicing at home, if you feel like you want to stay here longer, feel free to stay here as long as you need. But officially, we're going to say that this cross-training practice is complete. Remember to get your 10-minute meditation in. You can do it right now or you can do it later today. But remember, this program is about leveling up both your body and your mind. So good work today. Good job. Keep showing up. Keep leveling up. And see you on the mat. All right, you guys, there you have it. Day one of the 108-day journey complete. I want to thank you all so much for
your support and your enthusiasm and your passion around this project. That was so much fun, and I can see why people are saying they're smiling, laughing, crying all at the same time. Do me a favor, leave a comment below and let me know where you're from, where you're practicing from, how it felt today. And remember to do your meditation, level up meditation. Bonus practice today is pranayama. That's awesome as well. And just good luck on your journey. I'll be there every day doing the same thing as you. You were born to level up.